Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Tech Show with Daryoush. My name is Daryoush, your host. Our guests are Captain Kurt Roskopf, aka Special Cake Ambassador TDC TV from Wisconsin, uh, and also from the Disability Channel US, and my uh, another friend of mine, Robert Blakely, also known as my brother from another mother, uh, and Emily Goldmer from the Onward and Upward. Today we have an open discussion about the security. We are getting close to the New Year's and holidays are getting close. Hackers are very active, scammers are very active. They are getting ready to start uh, planning for your money. And we are going to talk about how to get ready, how to be prepared, how to identify the threats, and how to be safe during these times. I thought I give you some experiences from the cases of our clients. Cannot mention their names, but in general, what happened to them can be alarming for you. Uh, there were one case that hackers took control of that website, put a script, and they were sending emails and promoting adult content. Some of the clients of that company received those emails. No one told them what's going on, what happened, are you doing this? They assumed they are doing this as a side business or any other reasons that they thought. And this has caused that some of their clients stop working with them until someone referred us. We checked everything and found out the issue and solved it. And after that, no such emails were sent from that domain. There was another incident that hackers changed the coding of WordPress in the checkout section, and for some specific amounts, some specific range of amounts, money were not transferred to the company account, they were transferred to the account that hackers had sent. This is robbery, this is stealing people's money. And this is what they were doing. This is what they are doing. You don't see any someone with hoodie and dark face on the homepage saying the site has been hacked. They act behind the scene. These are the things that they can do. Just two of the things that they can do. They have done so far, and they are doing so much more. Sending emails, promoting content that belongs to another country that you don't have any jurisdiction to sue, to follow up. And they just destroyed the reputation of some legitimate businesses. When I talked to them, they said, we always check, we took a backup, scan it, and everything was okay. This is what I say all the time. Computer antiviruses cannot identify such kind of things. What they did on this website was not a malware, was not a virus, that was not encrypted in the way that everything looks okay. Only a professional programmer could identify such kind of thing. Going to the codes, investigate what's going on, what is the problem, and then find out, okay, this was the problem. A code that does not act anything, and this is very important. If you want to stay safe, if you want to not to lose your money, you must be ready, you must be prepared. And also there are so many other ways trying to send you email from those hacked websites, trying to sell you something. What do you do? Kurt, what do you do? How do you identify such kind of scams?
Well, I guess I just always look at it as, you know, what is a message going to do for me? And if it seems like somebody's trying to do something that's aside from what I'm currently doing or benefits me, I kind of ignore it. I know we're always looking for links that are kind of on some suspicious or some website that we've got no clue what's going to happen if we go onto some other web page, you know, and things like this. So yeah, I mean, if anything looks suspicious, I play it safe and I don't participate.
What about you, Robert?
Well, I'm glad that you asked, brother, because I got a few things that we could talk about. So before we really dive into what I want to say in this portion of it, the first word is awareness, right? Keyword is awareness. This is something that my buddy Anil Gupta kind of opened my mind up to. And if you're not aware of what's going on and you're not just paying attention, then odds are you can get duped, as they say, right? So there's a couple things that I've personally ran into, my website being hacked before, malicious code being put in there. So obviously one thing is to check your personal website. If you have anything that you're selling there, make sure that your message isn't going out and it's not, you know, have some kind of malware or something that somebody else might have problems with, or an external link like what he was just talking about. The other point I'd like to make, especially right now and really big, is Facebook. There are millions upon millions of users that are out there. So it's an easy way for hackers to go and, as Daryoush said, represent a company and not really being that company or a product, right? So I know that I've ran across several ads on Facebook that look very alluring and the products look very cool. They grab my attention. I do a little bit of research. I go in, click on it, see what the price is. A lot of times you'll see them that they're, you know, 50% off. That's a clue. Be careful and aware of that, of a big price reduction. The other thing to make sure that you want to do is go physically into the reviews. Very, very important. If you're not checking out the reviews before you're buying something, you could end up, you know, losing your money. It's important, and I'm saying this because I'm a very smart consumer. I've been a very smart consumer for many years, and I tend to take all these things that I'm telling you and I use them in my own personal life. You know, and there's times to where I've had situations where I wasn't real happy. I was just talking to Daryoush about a situation with Verizon right now, right? And the way that you can prevent from having situations that you're not happy with is to also ask questions every chance that you get, especially if you're in direct contact with somebody in customer service field, right? Ask the right questions. You know, is this something that I can take with me? how long is the contract for? What are my terms of service, right? Because the big thing that I know for a fact that a lot of us, when we sign up for things, you know, we sign up and there's those terms of service that none of us ever really read. Even when it comes to buying a house, right? They tell you to read all the information. Most of us don't do that, right? So very important, be aware, watch your links and where you're actually clicking. As Kurt mentioned, if it's something that looks strange or out of the ordinary, don't participate. Make sure you always look at the reviews and if any chance, call their customer service, make sure that they actually exist. So those are my tips and that's how I prevent many mishaps.
For the new products, that there is always the first few clients, and those they don't have any review. So if we want to wait for the review, we can never buy it.
Well, that's where the
Because-
customer service line comes in.
And another point is that a few days ago, I was in a group, and according to them, during the period of last week that Facebook was down, all its services were down. It seems that Facebook was hacked, and 1.5 billion records of the users were stolen and are on sale on the dark web for every 1 million user record for $5,000. So all those people that have provided a lot of information about their personal life are in serious danger, and as well as businesses, because they have a lot of information, access to a lot of information that can lead to misguide us about a product, about a sale. I personally, whenever I receive an email from someone with attachment or on the Skype, a link or whatever, I do not click on it. I contact that person and say, hi, I just received an email from you. What is this link? What is this attachment? And if they say, oh, that's this, it's this, it's okay, I will open it. Otherwise, I do not open it, because I have an antivirus program, I have a firewall on my computer, but these tools can never identify the newest malwares, the newest viruses, until that virus or malware infect some computers. Someone sent a copy of the infected file to the company. They work on it, identify the malware, write a removal, and in the next update, release the update and removal code so that the malware can be neutralized. We are always vulnerable to newest viruses, newest malwares, and we must be ready and we must be cautiously open any unknown files. And I'm very cautious these days about the information that someone contacts me and wants to sell me something or anything, because of these huge hacks on the Facebook and other websites. We are very vulnerable.
Well, you make a good point, especially when it comes to Facebook, because I've seen it before to where my friends have sent me a link and I'm like, what's this? And they say, oh, sorry, I was hacked. You know?
Yeah.
So great point.
What about you, Kurt? What do you do when you receive such kind of if you receive a link or a message from me with a link or an email?
Well, yeah, I pretty much make a determination and then I just send you a message saying that, I got this message and kind of show you the parts of it that seem harmless. I mean, I'm obviously not going to pass a link on to you, but I'll just have it described in text, kind of what I was observing just for your awareness and to just let you know that I'm just moving on, figuring that is not a message from you or whatever. And if it is something I'm supposed to do, please give me the feedback so I can understand how this is actually a message from you. Type.
Give me the same question. I want the same question.
I'm not sure you know it or not, but without having access to your email, someone can send an email from your email address. This is easy. And impersonating someone is very easy. Sometimes you see email from someone goes to the spam folder and sometimes it doesn't. Why?
Tell us, oh wise one.
Part of it depends on the words that have been used and the subject line. Some of the words are considered as a keyword that spammers are using and makes the email go to the spam folder. Another point is the mail server that the email has been sent is not the same as the domain of the email that is sent from. This is another reason that the email goes to the spam folder. And if you have added DMARC to your domain records, it does check that and does not validate your email and mark it as a invalid email that goes to the spam folder.
So I knew most of that, but the answer to your question that you asked Kurt is, I always say, what the heck's this? What are you sending me?
What? Which one?
No, but I know that if you actually send me anything, it's got to be valuable, buddy.
DMARC is a line of code that is added to the domain, to the DNS records, and when you send an email during the authentication of the mail server between the mail servers, it is checked that as valid to validate that the email is sent from the same source or not. Previously, all you needed is to have a mail server. Right now, you can even, if you can install mail server on your computer and send any email you want. On the server, on the internet servers, because spammers use this so much, spammers, scammers, all of them. Now you need to log in to your email server, and then your email will be sent. And still some of the mail servers some cPanel accounts lets you send email without authentication. It depends on the server configuration. And when you log in, you must log in from a email account that exists on that mail server, on that server. If I want to send email from aranetllc.com, the email that must be, I have to log in must already exist on the server, and I must log in with that email address to the mail server so that my email can be sent. Otherwise, it is not sent. Another security level was added as a DMARC, and it is added to the DNS records, and the receiver mail server checks that record and see if the email from the sender, the domains are matched or not. This is another something that if you don't have it on your server, you need to do that. And it is very important. It is every day you will receive a log about how many emails that has been sent or that has been received to the people from your domain are validated or not. You will receive such a log every day. And that's why most of the scammers use Gmail and Yahoo. Yahoo less, but mostly on Gmail. And people do not trust emails that are received from the Gmail. If someone gets an email from someone business using Gmail, this is a scam. This is a general opinion. I've been in so many groups. Everyone believes that if you have a domain, why are you using Gmail? Something is wrong with this guy. So you need to do the SEO for your website, for your clients. You need a Gmail account. Okay. You can use it, but use it for that part. And also, according to the terms of service, you cannot use these services for your business. Otherwise, you have to switch your account to a business account. For example, Yahoo has a Yahoo business too. You must subscribe to the Yahoo business. Then you are legally authorized to use your Yahoo email for your work. But on the other part, if the receiver that's against it, why Yahoo? People do not know that you are using a Yahoo business or free Yahoo. This is what people think about you. And again, when you focus your business, when you do all your business based on the Google, Yahoo, Facebook, Instagram, Clubhouse, any of these social media, any of these services, remember one thing. You don't pay for them. You are free subscribers. And according to their terms of service, they can discontinue your account. They can suspend your account whenever they want for any reason or for no reason. And when you upload something to their servers, it is theirs. Why? Because if something happens, your data has not been lost. The data belongs to them. And this is their decision what to do with that. So you do not have any legal right to say anything. Many people lose their business, many people lose their contacts, their information, their calendar. It's your problem, not the Google's problem, not the Yahoo's problem, not the Microsoft's problem. Microsoft, if you are subscribed to the service, the situation is different. But be careful. You have a domain. Get a cPanel account. You have to pay for it, but instead of so many other free services, you can collect all of them on your domain, on your cPanel account, with the different source softwares that are available for you. And you can have them all on your domain. Instead of creating traffic for someone else's website, create that traffic for yourself. What is the logic? I have not understand it yet. That creating a website and then generate traffic for another website. Why? I don't know.
Inexperience, lack of knowledge.
And sometimes consulting with with people that are not qualified. They are, I don't know, they are, I don't know what to call them. They claim they are professional, but they don't know anything.
We here in the States call that the blind leading the blind. No offense.
We have that too. What do you say, Kurt?
Well, I think you bring up a good point. You've had the experiences to lead you to ask that question and be aware that that's an issue. So that's the opportunity we here in the tech field have to offer the marketplace, is to get that awareness out there and what they're doing. Because some people are just doing what's in front of them. Many people don't like tech, and they're doing what they know how to do and how they do it. So until somebody shifts their mindset to say, okay, do you realize what you're doing here? And then if you did this alternative approach, it'd be more effective for you. And that's what consulting's all about. Consultants all day long show their understanding of their prospects or their client's situation. And then consultants make a proposal to say, from my experience, from knowing how you feel, I felt that way before, and this is what we found, whatever. You make that proposal suggestion, and then you're there to help that person make a highly informed decision to shift their practices. So to me, I look at it as an opportunity, because it's reality that many people are not keeping their focus on promoting what they have set up. You
I
make
love
a good
that.
point.
That's
I
good
love
point.
that. I love that Phil fell found, by the way.
Yeah, me
stuff.
too. And I think we need to talk about this more, but our time is over, and we have to say goodbye to the audience, but
No.
we need to talk about it more. Okay, everyone, thank you for joining us. If you want to follow the continue of our discussion, you can join us on Clubhouse during the recording, of course. So if you watch it on Thursday at 10 p.m., it will be the recording, and you are not you are not on the Clubhouse at that time. Thank you. Have a good weekend and stay safe. Bye.
You too. Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.